When Foday Sankoh killed 25 persons one morning in front of his house, it was our boys that went to his house and did battle with him, not Sierra Leone forces. It was the same guys you see today running up the street here. I can name a couple of them. Who went to Foday Sankoh's house, killed all his body guys, but again they looting things, they were looting the man property, they didn't catch the man, he jumped over the fence. Rebels always loot. So we decommissioned Foday Sankoh. General Jallo brought me a Storaya phone in Guinea. I was using it for some time. It was a war trophy. I was proud to get Foday Sankoh's phone in my hand. One down, one to go. Before we came after Charles Taylor. We showed Charles Taylor that you can fight a rebel war without killing 300,000 people and come to Monrovia and end the war without demanding to be president. What does the president say? When Sekou sold the defense ministry to Louis Brown and Daniel Chie in Abuja, Janet was afraid to tell me. He said, Joe, I don't know how you would take this, but defense ministry doesn't belong to us anymore. I said, Brother Janet? He said, yes. I said, I didn't fight for 33 years as a political activist for a job. As a matter of fact, when you people were fighting your tribal war from 1989 to 1997, I didn't get involved because I'm a Pan-Africanist. I'm not going to Liberia. I want to take the refugees home. I want us to professionalize the military and security services that Charles Taylor and ECOWAS failed to do in 1997. I want us to go home and allow the talent, the young people of Liberia, to feel free to go home. I'm not here for a job, Janet. I would become a sweeper in the defense ministry. And that's how I took up that job. And I've performed with impeccable record at the defense ministry. I didn't steal a penny. My Cherokee, while other people were selling their cars, I filled my Cherokee with half tank of gas and turned it over to Brandy Samukai. That's what I did. And I'm proud that Moja showed me not to be corrupt. I'm proud. I'm proud to have been a member of Moja, and I'm happy for Dr. Tipote. The problem in this country and the problem within the international community, and this problem it affects even the UN. And psychologists call this problem neurotic compulsion. To try the same approaches, the same methods that will give you bad results, then you go and repeat them in another country. Because Sierra Leone or Ghana had TRC, so we opted for TRC. Because Sierra Leone had war crime tribunal, there are people who are calling for war crime tribunal. I believe there are crimes that were committed in this country that are inexcusable and must be punished. The disembowering of pregnant women in broad daylight, the massacre of people, those people who are held liable. There is something in the UN system called unlawful command. If a bus is passing out there full of school children and your commander asks you, fire an RPG bomb on our bus, tell him no. That command is unlawful. If you fire that bomb and kill those children, you will answer for yourself, not your commander. So if we can see individuals who did what, and they can come and tell us. Mr. Chairman, you asked me to give my perception about amnesty, about prosecution, and the like. Well, I want to talk about amnesty. Amnesty is a contradictory category. On the one hand, it can allow a society coming from out of war to be stable for a little bit and put the so-called warlords at ease. that nobody's coming after me, let the peace stay. But then the contradiction is, amnesty, if you just gave a blanket amnesty, you are going to let people get away with broad day murder. We have to get creative and innovative as a nation and people. Because something happened in South Africa, or Rwanda, or Sarajevo, it doesn't mean we should bring it here. If the transitional justice system is going to be such that if you decide to go after everybody, we are going to relapse into war, it ain't worth it. Why don't, my suggestion to you, if you want to prosecute anybody, beef up our army, make it a really, truly national army, beef up our security, arrest anybody you want to arrest for war crime in Liberia, and try them here. And when they are guilty, let us jail them. If you cannot arrest anybody in Liberia, call me, I can arrest anybody except the sitting president. So I want to pause for a little bit and take some questions because other people have to come here. I believe I have done my best today. I left my text to delve down into my own memory. If I left anything out that I put in my presentation, it's not because I'm trying to hide anything, Mr. Commissioners. Ladies and gentlemen, the idea of us taking our people and sending them to Europe is not good. Charles Taylor killed my mother and father. But when Charles Taylor stood in the rain, that day, I felt bad. Just like we said, Prince Johnson should not have shown the devil door, cutting his ears. He denigrated the presidency. One bullet would have killed the man. We should learn how to respect our former leaders. The question of amnesty is contradictory. It can help us and it can dump us. If you want prosecution, don't send our people out. The most you can do, let ECOWAS recognize a court. And if Joe Wylie is guilty of any war crimes in Liberia, arrest me. And let ECOWAS try me. That's what I will opt for. Liberia must move forward. The children of this country were denied their right to grow up in security and peace for 14 years. Today, we have relative peace. And I'm not boasting, I contributed to this peace. Yes, there were 600 men who died in Freetown, Guinea, and Liberia to come and drive Taylor out of here, to drive Babu Sumadiki out of Guinea, to drive Foday Sankor and the independent RUF Sam Bukari. I will tell you a story about Sam Bukari and how he was neutralized. I think it was in May. I received a call from the defense attaché of the U.S. Embassy. I was in Washington, D.C. 450 in New Carrollton. His name is Mark Ellington Duke. I said, Duke, what are you calling me for? He said, mosquito just crossed into Liberia from Cote d'Ivoire. He's going to Monrovia. And I asked Duke whether I could put this in my book. He agreed. He's going to reinforce Taylor with almost anywhere between 15 to 20 trucks of ammunition. Taylor was out of ammunition. He had enough manpower, but he had no bullets. A mosquito succeeds in penetrating Ganta and Wanga. you people might fight for another 1 year because he's carrying ammunition. So I said, but why me? I'm in the United States, call Sekou. He said, Joe, you think I don't know Sekou's number? I chose to call you. I said, I don't know what to do. He said, okay, he dropped the phone. 2 hours later, he chartered plane and he was at the Liberian border, JK, where Ganta is. And some of the left forces that were stationed around there, he gave them the phone. For the first time since I got in the movement, I was able to talk to a combatant from outside where I was. As they say, Chief Kofi said, Chief, one white man here, he said, a mosquito cross the border. But we ain't got no logistics here. So I said, give him the phone. Gave the Torah back to Duke. And I told Duke, they don't have ammunition. They cannot stop that heavy force of RUF, Ivorian, and other dissidents that are coming to Monrovia. He said, that's all? I said, yes. 1 hour later, trucks were rolling from the barracks in Jericho carrying ammunition to the border. They rearmed the left forces at 6 o'clock in the evening. Sam Bukari arrived in Ganta. 12-hour battle. He was never able to cross. And I told Mark Editon Duke, after it was all said and done, that one day when you retire from the U.S. Army, for helping us to stop Sam Bukari, will make you an honorary Liberian citizen. Because if Charles Taylor had gotten those supplies, probably some of you who are alive today in this hall would not be living.